What's up, everybody? It's your boy D coming back at you with another classic video. In this video here, I'm gonna fill y'all in on how to master your main character in a fighting game. Now, I gotta keep it all the way a buck. Some of these tips that I'm about to tell y'all could be a little bit unusual, but they work guaranteed, so you want to stay tuned for it. At the end of the day, being good at a fighting game in general does come down to the decision on how good you are, skillful and experienced you are in mastering your main character in the fighting game. So let's get into this shit on how to master your main character. Now, this first one is pretty much self-explanatory, and that is getting familiar with the character. And the best way to do that is get into the tutorials, the open training, free training, command training, or whatever training you prefer in the game. Basic fundamentals first. Now, this tip here is more exclusive advice. And this advice is, if you want this character to be your main character, and if you want to really be masterful with this character, you should always have the mentality to ride or die with this character. Now, I'm not saying not to have a sub character or even a third character, because that's perfectly fine. But if you have that ride or die mentality for this particular main character, it will make you have a strong bond and an appreciation for that character. And it will make you have the belief that you could pull off any match against any opponent, against any other character at any time. And the best way to strengthen that ride or die bond with this particular main character that you have is to basically have this character go up against the stiffest, most ruthless competition that you can find. Even if you're getting your ass whooped and dominated by another opponent with another character, don't give up on that character. Ride or die to the end and appreciate what that character has to offer. Just keeping it real. Another way to master your main character is to peep out the character's biggest strengths. Find out what your character is good at. Find out what your character takes advantage of the most. Find out if your character is an offensive character, close range character, defensive character, a zoning character, or even a pressure character. And when you discover and find out what category fits your character, utilize it to the fullest. Don't give up. Get it down pat and just keep going. Then after that, work on the weaknesses that your character may have. Work on never showing your character's weaknesses, ever. Keep your character's weaknesses as far away from your opponent as possible. And now for the next one, and that is learning and knowing where the character's power lies. This is the reason why discovering the strengths of your character and what he or she is good at is so important. For a verbal example, if you discover that the character that you main is a pressure character of some sort, then it's time to discover where the power is under that pressure. Find out if the power of the pressure relies in the character's attack strings, frame traps, launchers, throws, or combos, or special stance capabilities. And once you've learned that, create your own approach, your own mix-ups, build your own structure, and execute. And that's keeping it 100. So, those are some of my special tips that you can use to master your main in a fighting game. And if you follow it step by step, I promise you, you will see a leap of growth in your main character's progression. So tell me what you think. Let me know if these special tips were helpful, or if you have some tips and experience for me, let me know. This is your boy D. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you're feeling the advice in the video. Holler back at me in the next one. I am out. Peace.